Now, how do we trade the dollar yen? In this, we need to find the trend because it is a trending pair that we discussed earlier. We discussed the nature of pound and USD, Euro USD. Euro USD was a choppy pair. It gave replacements. The pound USD was a volatile pair. It made sudden moves, and the dollar yen is a trending pair. Most of the time, it tries to trade the trend. So breakouts matter a lot in this. We need to find short-term and medium-term trends and use replacements. To make an entry, keep an eye on technical levels and round figures and observe other pairs to see if the yen is overall weakening or not. For example, if euro yen, pound yen, all yen pairs are weakening, it means the yen is weak. The dollar is not becoming strong because there are two possibilities. Either the yen is weakening or the dollar is becoming strong, or both things are happening at the same time. When both things happen at the same time, weak at big moves. When one thing happens at a time, small moves, then you have to keep an eye on other pairs and identify whether the market is getting the dollar stronger and the yen stronger or weak. Now we move on to Canada. Canada is the neighbor of the US and a trade partner of the US. Who is Canada's first trade partner? It is the US. This country is resource rich. Their currency is the Canadian dollar. Shares a long border with the US major industries. Which ones? It includes a mix of natural resources, timber, manufacturing, and services, so it is a resource-rich country, and there are many industries related to resource mining and resource preparation here. Now, this is a cross-tide. The major trading partner of the US economy is who? The USA. 50% of its major exports go to the United States. So if the situation in the United States improves, then the situation in Canada is good. If the situation in the US is bad, then Canada's situation is bad. Now, what does Canada have? The BOC, the Bank of Canada. Its aim is to keep the Canadian dollar stable and inflation under control. With a target of 1 to 3%, the Bank of Canada has a flexible approach. Meeting every day, working to assess and adjust policy as needed. That is, they meet daily and can change the policy whenever they want. But they do not try to do that because of stability. In personal markets, in financial markets, but they have the ability that whenever they feel an emergency, they can change the rate any day, whenever they want. Unlike other central banks that decide on a fixed day for meetings. Now, what are its tools? Open market operations. Just like everyone uses the Raj value transfer system to manage the money supply bank. Government interested charges on overnight loans. Getting the Cal Rooney story, what is it? The Canadian dollar nickname, the Rooney, is closely tied to the US dollar and US economy. It's also influenced by the price of oil. As Canada is a major producer, if it goes up, the CAD will be strong, and if it goes down, the CAD will be weak. USD CAD tends to be the most active during the US trading session. It is the most active during this time. What are the economic indicators in the US trading session? It has a CPI. Major information in Canada is GDP. Image or oversize and growth of the Canadian economy. Trade balance is there. Show the difference between Canada's exports and imports. IB. Purchasing Manager Index, PMI gets confidence, business feels the economy. You're right. So what do you have to do with all these things? You have to keep them in mind, focus on them. What makes USD CAD? Now you have to keep this in mind. CAD and USD are interlinked economies, so it becomes quite choppy. And if we discuss choppiness in Europe, where both the euro and pound are interlinked economies, it also becomes quite choppy. US economic data, its biggest number. The US is Canada's biggest trading partner. This economic performance has a big impact on the Canadian dollar. Merger and acquisition companies in the US and Canada emerge or buy each other. It can affect the flow of money between the countries, influence exchange rates. When companies merge, one company buys another or they combine. Transactions influence the currency, and if it goes up, the CAD goes up, and if it goes down, the CAD also goes down. USD CAD is also traded in dollars. Its pip value is calculated in Canadian dollars for 1,000 US dollars. Traders need to have enough US dollars in their account to cover potential losses. And now, what are the trading strategies for USD CAD? Beware of fake out false breakouts. Why? It is a choppy pair. It is not a trending pair, so it gives a lot of fake outs. During the Asian and European sessions, as USD CAD tends to be less active, there are more breakouts. In the New York session, compare the US economy to the Canadian economy to find trading opportunities and pay attention to every oil price.